up to today? Well, I just want to play around a little bit with the intake flow or intake airbox of my car, and I saw that the E36 M3 3.0 Euro S50B30 has a connection to from the brake vent up with the hose to this intake duct, and I'm thinking I could use it or modify mine like that. However, you can get this one, the intake duct with the hose like the M3 for like 150 euros, new or used even. People are asking the same price. So I was at my local Home Depot and just found this pipe, and I'm thinking to modify the air duct, intake duct, to fit this pipe down here. Great, perfect. So that it runs through like that, and then connect it to the side here, shorten it to have some more, I don't know, ram air effect. Brake duct. Is this all useless? Yeah, probably. Just toying around, yeah, for the sake of trying it, if I see a difference. I think I can make this work. That's a DN 40mm pipe. I can make a hole in the brake duct. There's already a cutout for it. Just have to do it, and then here connect it, and yeah, it will be basically the same as the original one. Now, what's in the way? Issue being, there's the horn. This one has to be relocated. You can see there that underneath at the brake duct, but this one has to go first. So I'm going to try to take this out, the horn first, and see how this could fit, how the length would be, and I think it'll be very easy, cheap mod to have the air intake like the Euro M3 3.0 with the duct. Let me see if I can get this horn out and see what we're dealing with. As with everything on this car, you can see the goal ahead of you, and it seems very easy to get to, but reality bites you again. Meaning, to even access or get the horn out and then modify this duct, I have to take the inner fender liner off. Although from the top, there's no way you can really get to it. So this way I removed it. Always fun. You can always see and wonder how quickly dirty it gets after you just took it off in spring, and now it's all nasty again inside here. But I'm not gonna clean all this up now. I usually do this every spring, cleaning it out, but not now. No, I want to see how I get this. It's a charge pipe, I don't know, in here. Okay, you could argue probably this is all pointless, and why am I doing this? I mean, with all the things that I've been doing, testing, trying, basically I just want to try it out myself, how it works, what does it do anything, and then I don't have to ponder about it anymore. Rather than just thinking about it, oh, maybe, or no, I'll just do it. If it doesn't work, okay, lesson learned. I'm gonna see if I can get the horn out first and then see how we can route this pipe. A little bit hard to see here, but there's already a provision here, a cutout thing, or at least looks like it, where the one from the M3 would go. So I'm thinking to take this end and just basically have it put in here, like that. Just slightly in there, not too much, of course. I don't want to hinder the airflow, just so it comes out. And then from the top, probably I have to go in probably from the side into the duct, because not enough space underneath. So it would come out, let's say, like this, and then in here somewhere on the side here with the bend. Let's see if that works, or if I can make it work. So let me just draw where I want to make the hole. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go towards the edge, because there's not much space towards that side, the frame rail. Like on the outside edge like this, it should be able to work. So let's cut that. So very crude stuff, basic tools. I'm just gonna use this hole saw to get it started, I suppose. So somewhere here. I mean, it's only plastic. Somewhere here. That's already a pilot hole. Then I'll just take it step up as far as I can go with the Christmas tree bit. So with my very crude methods I basically cut these in with a side cutter, like so. Tempting that I will have a kind of press fit when I push a larger diameter in here. So I did a DN32 and that was 40 millimeters, so what to do? I don't have a 40 hole saw, so I just cut these to make it like a edge where I can push this through and it will hold by itself. Let's see how that works. So that's how this looks now. I basically just pushed it in, so it's holding by itself. I can vary the depth, so now it's like kind of flush. I don't know if I'm gonna permanently glue it or not. Just gonna test fit it and see how it will go on top. But yeah, that's the first part basically done. It looks rigged, I have to admit. All right, let's kind of test fit this thing. See how that will work. Okay, I can't do this one-handed. It's impossible. I'm gonna shorten it, that's for sure. So basically it's gonna go up like here, like so. Let's just kind of snug it in like this for now, just to see where I'm gonna end up. Okay, it comes out like so. Yeah, just close to the frame rail. So probably I'm just gonna have to really shorten this thing and then make an entrance here on this piece on the side. That's the plan. Same thing. Yeah, I'm cutting this thing up, but it's anyway not in the ridge. It's been mangled. It's a converted air duct from a E36 M3 3.2 Euro, and someone amended it to fit M52 because it's slightly larger here in diameter. So I'm not too worried to hack this up. Fun stuff. Yeah, I just like tinkering. Try and make it a little bit bigger. Interesting. This was already glued. It's a little bit thicker. I'm not sure my method is gonna work of just cutting here. I have to see how that works. So I managed to squeeze this one in. Like I said, I bent the tabs here. It's a little bit thicker material, not so easy, but okay. This is what it looks from the other side, kind of flush. I guess this is how I will get it, how I will install it. But now I have to check the length. This is going to be a little bit tricky. I don't cut off too much, so I'm going to start a little bit longer and see how this can fit with the other contraption inside there. Fitting it was a little bit tricky, but I got it in. There's the hose running down. There's inside, you can see. Okay, I may have to retract it a little bit so it's not in the airflow, but this is just the first fit. This fits, just barely passes the headlight adjustment and runs down like so into the duct. I have to shorten this pipe, it's too long now. I want to have it like flush at the top, not to hinder any airflow, so I'm gonna have to cut this. And then that's it basically. I have to see what I'll have to do about the horn. Not sure. Modify it, or does it fit even now? Probably not. But that's secondary. I mean, there's still one horn in here. It has two horns, so if one is gone, whatever. Yeah, pretty happy how it went. I mean, how it turned out. Let me trim it a little bit and then put everything back together. Your cheap M3 intake duct, brake duct clone. Everything is back on. Math. I have to zip tie this here. The clip broke. This is in, very tight, you can see. So it's nice and firm, won't go out. Of course, anyone who works on these cars knows what a joy it is to put this fender liner in and out. So I have this back installed. Everything fitted, even with the horn a little bit on an angle. This fit. So, and here you can see inside the duct, the entrance of it, where it goes in, up, and then into the snorkel on top. So that's finished. That took me like, I don't know, 3 hours maybe. Okay, I was taking my time, measuring, cutting, I don't know, something like this. So just gonna put the wheel back on and then we're done. If it will make a difference in colder intake air temperatures, maybe I can measure some more airflow when logging, not sure. I'm not realistically thinking it's gonna make a huge difference, but I wanted to try it out, see if I can make something do it yourself and imitate something that's from the factory on the Euro M3 3.0 for basically zero cost. I mean, that white pipe cost me €4 and the rest is just myself and I working. So that's it for this episode.